I was talking to someone today, and about this whole political situation and the situation in general. I think it's really, really interesting how, so many things you just kind of rely on and they're predictable. And then all of a sudden it changes and things don't seem predictable anymore. And it's just so interesting how that works. And then what I find fascinating is that, so you have a group of people living in a totally different reality than the other group of people. So you have people that firmly believe things that the other group doesn't. And they just as firmly believe what they do. And they're just as sure that they're right. And the other group is just as sure that they're right. And people watch TV and they go on social media and they get confirmation for whatever their beliefs are. And then it just gets stronger and stronger. And you have people walking down the same street, seeing things entirely differently, living in a totally different reality. And it's just amazing, you see, how one's beliefs create a world, and how in those beliefs you make it real. Those beliefs make your world real, and you're sure that what you believe is true. And someone else believing something totally different is just as sure that what they believe is true. Now, you've been coming to talks, none of it's true. They're just beliefs. And what is a belief anyway? Tear it down. What is a belief? A belief is something that an ego uses to form a virtual reality and to make it seem so. And you're absolutely sure you're right. So you watch MSNBC and you know what's going on and you know what's right and what's wrong and who's doing the bad thing and who's doing the good thing. And you know who you're rooting for and who you're against. Now, someone else is watching Fox News and they feel exactly the same. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. It's so interesting to see this in action and to get your perspective back, because none of this is so. None of this is so. Nothing is actually happening anyway. But you take something and you believe it and you find a sense of security in that belief. And because humans tend to be tribal, they group together with the same beliefs. And that's how wars start. The belief gets strong enough with one group, and the belief gets strong enough with another group. And all of a sudden, the other group, they're not even real humans. There's something wrong with them. And they're causing all this problem and blah, blah, blah. And then it just turns into a big mess. It's been going on for a long time. I'm sure the Vikings had a bunch of beliefs that they would give their lives for. And we would think of those beliefs as just fairy tales. Well, you're living in your own fairy tale. And you want to be able to look at this and go, oh, what is this? What's going on here? And, and see it for yourself too, because your beliefs are no more real than someone else's beliefs. And they're just beliefs. What you believe now is entirely different than what you believed when you were 10, or what you believed when you were 20, or what you believed when you were 30. It's changing all the time. It develops, all of it is mobile. What is it? Is the mind one of the tools that it uses to make this seem real? This is only a temporary phenomenon. The mind, your thoughts, your feelings, this body are all temporary phenomena. The who that you are is beyond all of that, and within all of that as well. But it is, the who that you are is not reliant upon temporary phenomena for its existence. It exists beyond existence.
Ananta.
Yes.
So, one of those people in the MSNBC belief section or the Fox News section would listen to you or Nisargadatta and say, "Oh, that's like the third belief," and I don't know what we would do to convince them that what you say, and I'm in your belief camp, but how do you tell them that these beliefs are correct? Because to them, this is a belief segment that they think is not right.
Yeah, well, I never said that this belief system that I'm talking about is correct. All I'm doing, you're still working with your mind. So I'm giving your mind new beliefs, new concepts, which you form into beliefs. And what they do is they eat away at the old beliefs and erode them. And once they've done their job of destroying your old beliefs, you don't need the new beliefs anymore. You see? The idea is the one who holds on to beliefs is the projector of the illusion. You see? So just let that all diminish. So the classic thing is in the Vedas, they say, you take a thorn to remove a thorn, then you throw them both away. So in fact, in this life here, there's no beliefs. I don't have any beliefs. I'm talking of this story to you guys. I'm passing on these concepts that were passed on to me. But I'm telling you in my daily, I don't have any of these concepts. I don't walk around thinking about them at all. Occasionally, like this in this conversation that I had, it came up and I could see how everyone's got their beliefs, and I could use that as an illustration for today. But outside of that, in my just daily, there's no one believing anything. Everything just is. So it's really simple. When all the beliefs are gone, what's left is what is. And it's simply what is, without a judgment or a value or anything more than what is. You see? Now, this is just a crude tool. It's a thorn to remove a thorn. So the concepts that you have from Advaita or from Nisargadatta. They're just a tool. They're a tool to dislodge the old concepts, because it's not a concept. What is not a concept. You know, your understanding of it is a concept, but your understanding of it is not what it is. It stands alone from any thought process. It's just a place of being, you see, without anyone being. It just is. So it's beyond all of the mental constructs that you use to try and understand that which cannot be understood. But it's a tool. That process of understanding it, that process of conceptualizing the truth is just a process for diminishing the sense of me that you've held strongly throughout your life. And it gradually erodes that. And as that sense of me is eroded, all the values and the beliefs and concepts that you've held on to about your life, about your thoughts, about your feelings, about your actions, all of that, as it erodes, once it's eroded, it's done. Everything's done. And the tool that you use to have that happen, it just disappears with it. Because what do you have to do to be who you are? What do you have to do to simply be nothing? And as soon as that which you think you are is diminished, then what's left is nothing. And your mind sees nothing as nothing. But without your mind, nothing is everything.